Okay, so this is really it. This is what the recipe calls for. You need some self-rising flour and some Greek yogurt. It's a 1-to-1 mixture. So I did 1 cup to 1 cup of yogurt to 1 cup of flour. And we're just gonna put it in the mixing bowl, mix it up, and then we'll get ready to roll out the dough. All right, here we go. Start with 1 cup self-rising flour. 1 cup of Greek yogurt of your choice. Now just sit and mix the two until it forms a dough, and then you'll be ready to go to start rolling it out. So we'll keep going, and then we'll come right back and I'll show you how it looks after everything's done. Stay tuned. All right, there you go. 2 ingredients. I just worked it a little bit, added a little bit of yogurt or flour if needed, depending on how it sets up. And I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit, and then we'll get this rolled out and get it on the griddle and show you what I do first before I start making my pizza. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, before we get started, I'm gonna show you a little trick that I do, because I don't like to clean up, especially when I'm working with flour, is I just get a couple sheets of paper towels and lay it down. And then I've got this awesome cutting board that we will lay on top, and boom, there you go. So if flour spills on either side, now you've got something that you can clean up real easy. So I'm gonna get ready to start rolling out the dough. All right, I'm gonna get some flour laid down, spread it across. The other thing I'd like to do is I like to get my rolling pin a little bit of flour on it. It does tend to help. And here we go. I'm gonna make two doughs to start with. Okay. So what I like to do is I like to get some flour on it, and then I personally just start to push it out, because I want to keep it as round as possible. And I usually flip it over and do the same. And I know people are probably saying, man, that's a lot of flour on your board, and you're right, it is, but it does come out when you cook it. So then the next stage is just to go ahead and start rolling it out. And then I'll show you what I do next after I get this part done. And you want to roll it pretty thin, because this will puff up when it's cooking. It will rise. So just keep doing this nice and gently, and next thing you know, you've got pizza crust ready to go on the griddle. There you go. All right, so the next part, what I'm gonna do is I put a little bit of Pam spray down on my parchment paper, because it does help the dough from sticking to this when I put this on the griddle. So I just use a little bit of Pam, and it'll help prevent the crust from sticking when you put it on your griddle. Okay, here we go. And then just flip it over. And sometimes it does this and sometimes it doesn't. Just be careful and lay it out, and there you go. You're good to go. And then we're gonna get the next one going, and then next time you see me, I'll be cooking these on the griddle. And if you have one of these, it even makes it even easier to take the crust off and flip it. And there you go. Okay, I just wanted to add, see how I said that I don't like to clean up flour? So there you go. If you put down some paper towels and you're somewhat careful, you will have a minimal mess to clean up. So I just wanted to share that with everyone. Now for the first part of this cook, I've got the dough down on the griddle. I did add oil to it, and also the griddle is set at about 350 degrees. I'll let this go and consistently keep checking to make sure that I don't overcook the dough, but I get a good crisp to it. As you can see, I'm looking to make sure that everything is cooking all right. I'm going to add some more oil. Allow that to get underneath the dough and continue to go through its cooking process. Once I'm satisfied with how the bottom cook looks, I'll flip them and do the same.
You make me move. You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move. You make me move.
All right, let's start with the first pizza. Got my pizza oven set at about 300 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and place the first pizza in. Slides in very nicely. I've got it to the opposite side of the heat because it allows for the convection of the heat to cook the pizza, especially the top. And we'll continue to watch it throughout the cook to make sure it doesn't burn. Now I'm going to take and just rotate the pizza, make sure I'm evenly cooking it in the oven. Once in a while you have to push away a little bit of wood chips. In this particular shot, you'll notice that one side of the pizza got a little crispy. I do point it out right there, but that will happen if you don't pay attention. Since the first pizza is done and I re-added more wood, I always take a few minutes to clean the surface the best as possible to get any ash out of the way before I lay down the next pizzas. As you can see, that's a perfectly made pizza. Mine looks like the Millennium Falcon, but kind of cool. Just keep rotating to make sure all the edges get crispy. Oh yeah, there you go, buddy. Look at that. There you have it. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. You know, you can do a pizza on your griddle and not use a pizza oven. I just happen to have one, so that's why I did it. My family loves it. We love using the 2 ingredients. You know, again, I watch the Griddle guys. That's where I got the idea for the using the Greek yogurt and the self-rising flour. But do what you want to do. If you have a pizza oven, then use it. I just happen to like using my griddle as well. So anyway, thanks for watching.